in the wood yard. It's a firewood delivery day. Time to go collect the Benjamins. Here we go. So today is a money-making day. Now, a lot of people think that I just go and pick up money everywhere. It doesn't work that way. I probably work 3 to 4 times as many days in the wood yard, not making a penny. And there's not a lot of days where you do deliveries all day. It does happen, but it's generally in the fall of the year. There's a lot of times in the year where I'll go a week or 2 without any deliveries because it's either raining or it's hot out or people just don't need wood because they've already stocked up, you know, for the summertime burning. But in the fall, like it is now, and today's the day that this morning I got up, the roofs were frosty, so it was a cold day, and it's supposed to stay like this now. We're supposed to have cold pretty much from now on. People are calling. So these are the kind of days that as a firewood person, you work for. You work hard trying to get to these days where you're going to be delivering wood. Now, the first order I've got today is going to my pizza place, and it's for 2 face cords, 2/3 of a cord. So you're going to see that. The next order is going to be for this wood here. This is the hard maple. This is going to a regular customer who buys 2 full loads every year, and this is his first load. Last year he got a load of hickory and a load of oak, and this year he said, well, I told him I had hard maple, and he says, let's try that. So it's good wood. It's as good, if not better, than oak. So we're going to load up a load of this, and that's going to go into the trailer. So it's going to be 4 face cords or a full cord and a third. I will show you. I backed up the trailer over here because this is the stuff that's the newest. I did a moisture test on this. Those of you that watch the channel on a regular basis know that I tested this stuff, and it is all good to go. It's ready to burn right now. It's all 17–18%. But I backed up the trailer kind of over to this corner because this is kind of where I started producing this wood. So this wood back here is probably almost a month older than the wood that's up front because this was 5 truckloads, semi-loads. In this pile right here, there is about 60 full cords. Is that right? Yeah, about 60 full cords. So there's a lot of wood in there, and I've sold a little bit of it, but this is going to be the first order where someone wants all hard maple. So that's what's going in. We're going to start chucking right now. There it is. 4 face cords or a full cord and a third in the trailer. And what I did was I kind of creamed the top points that were here kind of on the outside where the elevator piled up, because you see you get peaks like this here. And what I'm trying to do is to take down these edges here so that it's higher in the middle. So what I'm going to try to do is create more of a slope here, and I'm going to gradually over the next, you know, however many couple weeks, take away the stuff on that far edge over there too, and then over here, and then try to get rid of these holes like right in here, because eventually I want to put a tarp or several tarps over the top of this back and forth, side to side. So as we get snow in the wintertime, the snow as it melts will slide that way and down over the edge to keep it away from the middle, because I do not want this whole big, huge, massive pile turning into a giant wood sickle, which can happen. So right here, I've got a peak, slopes that way. I'll probably take that little knob off there. This all slopes good, that all slopes good. But then this edge here, I'm gonna take off, that one there, that one over there, and then I'll take probably this one and that one and that one, and just kind of slope them down so they're more like this over here. And that way I'll have a nice slope to the whole pile, so that as the ice and snow that accumulates on the top of the tarps, which will happen this winter, it will melt off and out, because the tarps are black and the snow will melt on it. And if I leave the snow just sitting on the top without a tarp on it, people have been asking me about it. Well, you know, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to tarp it. And the reason is that if you leave snow on the top, especially a big pile like this, what will happen is as the snow melts, because it will, because what happens is you get days where the sun is out and the edges start melting, and all that melting snow, the water runs down into the wood and then freezes. So you basically create a big wood sickle. Don't want a wood sickle. I want the wood to be as dry and ice-free as possible for when I deliver it. And also, not that it's bad if it gets water on it, because eventually it'll dry off once it gets into people's houses, but I want it to be as dry as possible. And so yeah, I want to have it so that I can get at it. So I'll probably do strips side to side so I can peel them away as I come this direction, or if I start over in this corner here, I come this direction. And it was a little harder up here because you got to bend over a lot. Walking on this stuff is not that easy. It's kind of unstable footing. Normally what I would do is I would take away, and I've done this on my bins, I take away a couple of pallets on the ends and I just back right up to the edge of it. And I can stand and the wood just kind of cascades down to me like a waterfall. You don't have to bend over hardly at all, which works really good. So this took about, I don't know, 40 minutes or so to do the 4 face cords, and normally I can do that in less than half an hour, because I had to take some breaks. I had to stand up and straighten up my back a little bit, so I bent over a lot. But I got to start on the de-peaking, or center peaking is what I want it to be. I don't want peaks on the outside like you see over here. So there you go. Now we had about 2 weeks of rain over the last couple of weeks here. It rained almost every day, something, or we had probably 4 or 5 days where it rained all day long, on and off. And so the wood I thought was going to be wetter than it was. Then you go down a foot, foot and a half, bone dry. Because what happens is the water kind of gets onto the top foot, foot and a half of wood. As the rain goes into it, it kind of absorbs into it a little bit. And then now that it's not rained now since last night, it stopped, and we got wind blowing, the top's all starting to dry off. So people have asked me, you know, what happens if the wood gets wet? Well, it dries off. Just like if you've got a sidewalk or your driveway, if it rains, it's going to be wet. But as soon as that wind and sun comes out, it dries right off. Because the wood is dry on the inside, it stays dry on the inside. So what happens is the wood fibers shrink down, and when the wood fibers shrink down, it won't absorb any more water. So it just gets wet on the outside. So it'll dry off just like you do when you take a shower or bath, if you ever do that. Okay, we're going to go deliver this load right now. This is Bobby Milkweed, and his son Robert sent this to me. Apparently this guy's a world famous, international famous writer, so we're going to be putting his sticker up here. We're going to put him right up here all by himself. That's going to be one of the first of the new series because I got a couple more to put up. There he is, Mr. Bobby Milkweed. I got another one here. This one was just sent to me just recently. And if you're wondering about my finger, this one, I've got a little smashage going on there, and I had to put that on there because it was bleeding. So I put a Band-Aid on, but it wasn't staying on, so I had to tape it on. This is Carolina Tractor Works. They sent this to me, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put that one right up here. That's a nice big one. It's gonna go right there. And the reason we're over on this side is this is really full over here. So, and I got one more, and the last one I got is from Steve from SS and Pro Firewood. There he is. So we're gonna put that one on, I think. This just peels off. Ooh, look at that. That's a transparent one. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna put that one right up here. Make sure I get all the bar oil and stuff off. Look at that. That's one you can put on a window. We could have put that one down on the window. It should be on a window. Sorry about that, Steve. I didn't know it was transparent. Now it's up there, but there it is. 3 new stickers. If you got stickers you want to send them to me, that'd be awesome. You can send them to me. Just email me at chrisinthewoodyard and I can get you my address and you can send them to me. The video's done for today. That's it, folks. Pokes and Buttons will be back tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Between now and then, go watch all my videos. It'll be good for you. It'll make you tough. Good night, Irene.